3 o'clock in the morning, I hear a voice, woke me out of a dead sleep. And a real deep, manly voice that said, "Arise." And next thing I know, I'm led outside by these shadowy beings. And this is where I met the lady. She came at me like the wind. That was the weirdest thing, George, the wind. Physical. It was a physical thing. She was glowing this bluish white around her, but it lit the floor on the ground in about a 20-foot circle. Around her was this bluish lit area, and I'm on my knees, probably a good 8 feet from her at the furthest point. I couldn't reach and touch, but her feet were up about my chin. She was about 4 feet tall, 4.5 feet tall. And she looked at me and she said, "You know why I'm here. This is your burden. You must bear. You got to tell what you know." Well, let me tell you what she told me. She said that there was a shift in the powers of the heaven, and that she had been away. Feminine energy was about to come back, and there wasn't no stopping it. The energy that would create 1,000 years of peace. When I was asked by the Pentagon, by 2 Air Force generals, to put it in writing what she told me. So he come and got it and hand-delivered it to these generals. And when the star of Regulus, she called it a red star. When you look at it, it looks blue. But she said when Regulus is red on the horizon, in front of the gaze of the Sphinx, before daylight. So in other words, when it's sitting right on top of the horizon, before the sun comes up, that moment would mark a change in humanity's knowledge.
Chris Bledsoe's case, he's one who's having interactions with orbs on a continuous basis. It appears as if this is some form of communication that we don't understand, but he has a telepathic communication with them. Now, one of the things that they did, the program called Beyond Skinwalker Ranch has a set on Chris. Near the end, what they do, this really blew them away. David Broadwell, who was orchestrating this, got a hold of a guy, and they have a EEG helmet. They've got Chris outside. Chris is there. He's pointing to orbs that are moving around. They're photographing the orbs. The brain waves shift tremendously when he's doing this communication with the orbs.
What kind of communication is Bledsoe having with these orbs?
Oh, he calls them and sees them almost daily.
He calls them and they come in.
Yeah.